Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of our Iceni Rises campaign. Of course, we are no longer the Iceni tribe, we are the Albion people, we are the Albion Empire, and we are a great and glorious empire indeed. I want to keep track of this war that Rome has with Getia. It seems like this is one of the major conflicts going on in the world right now. Another smaller regional conflict is here. Have the Simonians gone to war again? Yes, indeed they have. They have gone to war with this little power block of migratory tribes. We went to war with them earlier in the campaign. I wish the best of luck to my former adversaries, the Simonians, because these are a tough group of countries to crack. Each one of them has about 70 cohorts. Well, maybe not this one. They have only 25. Let's see. How many do you have? 34. Okay, so it might be a little bit easier. Now we've kind of weakened them. Of course, we also in that war had to fight these people up on Jutland. Now those are our tributaries. They will not be fighting us. They will indeed not be fighting for us either, but they will be giving us some of their income every month. Let's go ahead and hit that play button and just kind of get started. In the last episode, we spent a lot of political influence working through building some more cities, just kind of changing up governor policies. We, needed to let our kind of economy come back to life as well as our manpower come back as well. We also had these problems. We have two disloyal pretenders who have raised armies and they want our throne. They want to make Albion their empire, but no, unfortunately for them, the empire belongs to Divicacus the First, Divicacus Sonorus the First. Oh, it looks like we have some barbarians. It's going to be okay. I should have a couple armies that will deal with them if they cross over into our territory. We've got a couple armies on defend borders, the defend borders stance. Looks like I'll go ahead and trade you away some livestock. Doesn't seem to be any inventions that I just jump out at me right at the moment. I do want to probably go to war this episode. I know in the last episode I talked about maybe going to war with Bohemia. They only have one ally, and their ally is way over here. Where's their defensive league? Ooh. Oh well. I'll take the 500 gold. That's why not. Where are you? You are up here. Alright, I wouldn't mind going to war with you anyway. And Estonia. Okay, yeah. Don't necessarily mind going to war with you as well. So, I think Bohemia may be my next avenue of expansion. Just really continue on. Plus, taking on Bohemia allows me to, once again, have access to this uncolonized land and just stretch Albion all the way to the Scythian plains. I think that would just be a lot of fun. Kind of funny. I think in preparation for a war with Bohemia, I am going to go ahead and build some fortresses along the border, just so that they can't just cross in and do whatever they will. Looks like those barbarians have crossed into my land. I do have two armies heading that way to go deal with them. That is 100% okay. So I guess I'll also build a fortress here as well. Let's just secure our borders while we have the chance. After all, we certainly are not hurting on the money front. We are making 74 ducats per month. Very easy. Looks like we might have a civil war in 36 months. I actually wouldn't mind letting that civil war fire. Just letting them rebel and then beating them down to a pulp as soon as I get the chance. Now, a good portion of this is because I have low stability. Yeah, my stability is going to tick up pretty quickly, though, so I'm not super concerned with that. At least not yet. Instead, we're just going to... Oh, where are you going, my disloyal friend? Let's see about our son. He could use a wife. Let's go ahead and find him a suitable life partner. This lady looks good. She also seems to complement where he is weak in finesse, so let's go with her. We'll arrange some festivities. Why not? It's not every day your son gets married. We'll have a party. Seems like we no longer are worried about having a civil war. That's okay, I guess. Still have a little while before any inventions or any advancements are made technology-wise. We are gaining 206 research points per month. That means I think our next one is going to be this religion, and it's not going to be done until July. Okay, so about 2 years. So that's not terrible. 2 years and 2 months. I'm going to keep building on to this army. The way I see it... Ooh, can I put my Emperor in charge of this army yet? Yes, I can. So I'm going to keep my... I think this army is going to be like a hereditary army. I'm going to pass it down from one general to the next, even if those generals... one emperor to the next, even if those emperors suck. Just so that we make sure we have a very strong army that is loyal to our current emperor instead of some random passing, possibly disloyal general. Looks like we can get some 15 political influence, or we could... Yeah, I'm going to go with the political influence. I like getting political influence. It's good. Those barbarians have pillaged another city. Oh, look at you. Go deal with them, armies. Deal with them in a hurry, please. I'll trade away some fish. Ooh, I would love some... Ooh, horses. I'll trade away... Oh, no. All these trade agreements just appearing and disappearing so quickly. Let's check out Ventum. We do have now a higher population capacity than we did before. We unfortunately don't have any space to build any more buildings. I'll probably hit that promote infrastructure spending button whenever I get the chance. I can build some buildings here in Brandunum, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You know what I'm going to build? I'm going to build some more libraries. Let's build 2 more libraries. And actually, let's check out... It might be worth... I mean, there's only 12 pops not of my religion. Alright, I don't think I need to worry about building a temple as of yet. I could consider building another city here in Iceni, or the province of Icenium. If I were to do that, I think I would probably do it here. Maybe here? I mean, it's got a river. It's in the marshes. Food. Food. Oh, I don't want to build it there. I'm like in the grain surplus. In fact, yeah, so I have a farming settlement there. I want that. I might move some slaves. Those barbarians are getting to be annoying. Let's go ahead and get a new researcher. You're not too happy with me, but making you a researcher will keep you unhappy-ish with me. That's unfortunate. Go ahead and trade some iron. Sounds good. So we've kind of sorted things out in Venta. Let's look any other kind of newly built cities. They all seem to be doing just fine. I don't come up here to Scotland very often to see how they're handling things. I could go ahead... Oh, looks like we have a death. Oh, we've beaten some barbarians. Perfect. Good for our armies. Let's go ahead and get a new... Nope. Get a new court philosopher. Oh, and we can't because we're below 30 stability. What a shame. What a shame indeed. Oh well, I'll just keep trading away things. Is this a city up here? Yes, it is. And you can actually have another building. Let's build here a library. And we have won again. Perfect. We're getting closer to that 30 stability, which will let me get some more... hire a court philosopher. Definitely want that. Definitely want that. I also think I'm going to build another army when I get the chance. We finally were able to defeat those barbarians. These 36,000 men, where are you going? Were they coming to help fight some barbarians? Well, good for them, I guess. Unfortunately, I guess they do draw from my manpower, don't they? Are you still at war? Yes, you are. Should I go to war? and attack you from the other side? No. But I actually think I will prepare for a war with them, just in case. Maybe by building a fortress. Although all these provinces look to have buildings already in them. What building is this? Tribal settlement. Well, no, I don't want that. Military restructuring. We place our trust in Luctarius. Luctarius, do we trust you? No, I don't trust you. You have 0 loyalty. So losing 10 loyalty ain't gonna hurt you. Let's look at this tribal settlement. What does that do? It increases the population capacity. That's cool, I guess. And it increases the tribesman output. But I don't care about tribesman output. So I'm going to destroy that, build a fortress. Here, I'm also going to do the same thing. I'm going to destroy that. And instead build a slave estate. Because I know that I have more slaves, or more tribesmen in that province than slaves, but I think I can change that. In fact, maybe I should be looking to build a city somewhere in this province, probably right here. So having that fortress protect a city would be good. Looks like I have enough political influence to come over here, hit this promote infrastructure spending button. Let's go ahead and try to get another building slot here in Icenia. Down here in Contasia, let's see, I can build another building here, and let's go ahead and do another library. Sounds good to me. We are seemingly very strong. Ooh, I said I was going to add some more men to this army. Indeed, I am. Let's go ahead and actually just add 5 more heavy infantry. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and add some archers too. Just because I like archers. Plus, did we get a military tradition that helped archers? No, we didn't. We got a military tradition that helps light infantry defense, as well as one that helps chariot offense. So you know what? While I'm here, let's just go ahead and add 5 chariots to the mix as well. Just to make this army super strong. It'll have 40 cohorts in it right now. Eventually I might push that up to 50. Now this army, I think importantly, is not designed to go and fight out in the far-flung reaches of, you know, Germany or, you know, down here in Getia. It looks like Rome did kind of cobble up some of Getia. Getia seems to be in a world of hurt. They have kind of fractured. This might be a time where Macedon comes in and starts to eat away. Of course, that's going to create lots of non-Greek. Let's just check out the culture, or the religion first. It's going to create lots of non-Hellenic pops and a lot of non-Hellenic or Greek culture pops as well. That might destabilize Macedonia. I think that's probably what happened with Thrace. It tried to expand too quickly up here into Dacian land, Getian land, and instead it fractured and Macedon came and ate it up. Of course, you expect Macedon to maybe do a little bit more down here in Greece. Instead, Epirus seems to be performing well this game. You don't often see a good, well, I don't always see a good Epirus game. Let's go ahead and get, you're great. You'll increase my legitimacy quite a bit. Increased legitimacy, of course, helps increase the max loyalty of my characters. It's very helpful indeed. Oh, indeed, we're going to have an army of 45. Would you look at that, the supply limit? And I get it. Venta is at this point the largest and most civilized city in the world. Yes, you heard me. This seemingly backwoods city of Venta is the largest and most civilized city in the world with 87 civilization value. If I go to some of the other grand cities, for instance Rome, which is currently owned by Carthage, 57 civilization value, only 52 pops. Let's actually go to Carthage since they seem to be doing really well. 165 pops. Keep in mind, we're up in the 200s, like 240 something, and only 59 civilization value. What about the Far East? Or I guess this would be the Near East. 167 pops, 84. So still not quite as civilized as the great people of Venta. Of course, now we're even going to tech up again. Omen power is increased. Anything good? Religious provincial investment cost? Alright, so not anything amazing there. Ooh, shame of a governor. The governor could lose $200 and lose 10 loyalty. He could lose 40 loyalty and he'd no longer be a governor. But every territory in the province receives the following modifier: residents rejoicing for 10 years. Yeah, I'll just do residents rejoicing for 10 years. I'll put a new governor in charge. I can afford that. You'll be in charge now. I didn't even look to see how loyal you were. Alright, you're very loyal, and loyalty's not going down. Cool. Anyway, we're still going around the world trying to find the most civilized, any city that even compares to Venta. Pella, it is also normally a powerhouse. It doesn't compare to Venta with 70 civilization value and, what, just a little bit over half the size? No. And then finally, down here, the Hanging Gardens themselves do not come anywhere close to competing with the great, the glorious, the grand Iceni city of Venta, sitting in the marshlands of Essex. I love it. I love it so much. Let's go ahead and let's trade away some fish. That's fine. You need a new general, or just a general in general. A general in general. How about you? No. Someone... You'll work. Everybody wants my grain. Everybody wants my grain, but nobody wants a migraine. Sorry, I'm just spouting out gibberish at this point. We have tons of money, tons of manpower. Our fortresses are done. I think that that means it is time to start fabricating a claim on the Bohemians. What province should we fabricate for? I would love to kind of connect this area. So I would love to take the province of, alright, Markhamiania, something like that? No, don't declare war yet. Fabricate a claim on you. Of course, my intent is to swoop in, destroy Bohemia's allies. I will have to leave some armies over here just in case the Biturigians march through Roman-held territory towards my land in Albion, and then with the rest of my men, I will sweep into Bohemia. Let's see how many people, how many troops can they raise against us? Just 33, so I'll just leave a couple. In fact, I might just hire these two mercenary stacks to aid us over in the western side of the Empire, and instead move all of my troops over towards the east. Let's go ahead and... There's not a lot of places where they can stand without hurting themselves, so I'll hold off at least until the claim is a little bit more fabricated. Maybe around 50% I'll start to move a bunch of troops over. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just build some troops. These are going to be mostly light troops. We'll do 5 archers, 5 skirmishers, 5 chariots. Oh, and they're all going to build there. That was a mistake. Let's get a lot of our money back and our manpower back. We'll just build 1 archer and then we'll build an army from it. Have an omen available. Let's check it out. I think I'm going to go with national citizen output. Okay, did the archer I just built join in with this army? I think it did. It's no longer building. This defensive army was just walking across. Yeah, it joined them. No. Get out of there. That wasn't for you to do. That was not what I asked. We'll give this army to her. And she will get 1, 2, 3, 4 more archers, 5 chariots, and I accidentally hit the button 6 times, but we'll do 5 skirmishers. So a nice little army of 15,000 men there. That's not terrible. How many men did the Bohemians have to throw against us? Only 31 cohorts. That at this point is hardly a bother. We've also created a wall. We hold a lot of these important straits through these little mountain passages. And through, what is that? Are these the Carpathians? I should know my mountain ranges of Europe a little bit better than that. I know the important one. I know the Alps. Anyway, we have kind of built ourselves a little fortress wall that should be enough to prevent them from just, you know, coming in and taking a bunch of the land we have. Oh, a religious proceeding. We could lose 5 stability. No. How about gaining 5 stability and some loyalty? Yeah, why would I not just hit that button? Now, I know to worry a lot about these migratory tribes, because actually, this number might be a little bit of a misnomer, because there's a... So, I know that migratory tribes, they can just kind of plow out troops, and that, you know, his manpower may not necessarily be, you know, this might be a little bit of a false flag, because there might be other tribal leaders. I'm not sure if these cohorts represent all of the tribal armies or just the leader's army or armies. And I know that these migratory tribes, they can just spit out cohorts left and right. So this might be a difficult fight. We'll just have to see. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. We will, of course, win, though. We are the great, the glorious Iceni, but also now we're Albion. I think with this 50 political influence, I'm going to build another city. I'm specifically looking maybe somewhere in central Britain, maybe right here in Rete. The Lyconian Civil War has ended. Good for them. Maybe I'll build it here. No. Let's build it here in the plains. Go ahead and build a new city. Going to move these 27,000 men. Mostly just because they have such a good commander. I'm going to go ahead and move them back to mainland Europe. I'm going to hire a commander for you. You work. And I'm going to move these 18,000 men to the front. We have a new civic advancement that's going to help our pop capacity in our cities. Ooh, civic provincial investment cost down 10%. I'll go ahead and take that. Where is that? Ooh, I'll also take national citizen output. That's perfect. And down 10%. Cool. Gonna save me some political influence in the long run. I guess I could have waited until I was ready to take that, but eh. I'm moving all these armies in. We're gonna take some attrition. Our country civilization value has just gone up again, which means the most civilized city in the world may soon be even more civilized than it already is. We can get diplomatic range extended, as well as some aggressive expansion changes. Let's go ahead and get that aggressive expansion ticking down a little bit faster, shall we? This means we can maybe take a little bit more land when we fight this next war. Just continuing to move some armies into position. And I think I am going to go ahead and just hire 2 mercenary stacks. And they are going to preferably just come and sit in some of my high value areas over here. Maybe I should actually use them and use my men as the kind of the garrison troops. But I'm just wanting to make sure that I don't get caught off guard by any Bitergian forces coming to take any land over in the western part of our mainland empire. I, of course, could move some men from Britain itself. We're getting close to being able to declare war. Double check, make sure there are no martial inventions I would want to get. Maybe fort defense up. Since I just have the money, I'll take naval range as well. Starting experience and cohort recruit speed wouldn't be horrible. I'll get diplomatic range up. Let's be able to see more people, trade with more people. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to go do for now. Looks like I'm starting to lose some food in the Icenia province again. I think I can easily remedy that, though, by moving 6 slaves into this location. I will go ahead and just move some slaves from Venta. I'll move some of these... Ooh, I probably should have moved the Iceni slaves from Venta. But, oh well. Looks like we gained 10 stability. I'll take that, that's for sure. Yep, indeed we are now actually gaining food. Still getting closer to being able to declare war. I think the Bohemians can see it coming at this point. I am a little worried about the Bitergans. That they will kind of catch me by surprise, have lots of troops to move over. They're a settled tribe though, so they shouldn't have too many more men. I'm not afraid of taking mercenaries if I want, I just need to make sure that I have high enough military experience to do it. I definitely have the treasury too. That'll help my treasury a little bit even more. Alright, it's still ticking up. I'm only going up at 3.1% per month, so it is ticking up slowly, but I am getting closer and closer to war. I wonder if the Bohemians can feel it. Do they know that it's about to happen? Do they know that war is about to come to their land? Do they know that hordes and hordes... No, we are civilized. We are no longer hordes of barbarians washing at the gates. We are a dignified and civilized army. Look at this. A dignified and civilized army that will just crush these barbarians under our heels. Of course, we have tried to do that before against some of these barbarian nations and really had a lot of difficulty. Lost a ton of men. But it's okay. Morale is still high in the Albion armed forces. We know that our armies are invincible after all. There is no one that can stop us. There is no one who can stand up to us. Of course, we have not met any of these more civilized and dignified armies of the south, especially the Carthaginians. We have been mostly fighting large, huge swaths of barbarians. In fact, maybe instead of concentrating on fighting more barbarians, I should be trying to clean up the west here a little bit more so that I do make some impact, or some inroads with Rome. I would love to fight Rome relatively soon. I just, you know, is it really an Imperator Rome game if you didn't either play as or end up fighting a war with Rome at some point, right? Our province, our claim has been fabricated. Let us go, as they say, off to war. I will go ahead and declare it. Oh, looks like they now have a second alliance. They saw it coming. They could see the writing on the walls. We did telegraph it a lot, but that's not going to save them. We're going to take their territory, plunder their villages. We're going to immediately move in. Here, I'm going to try to keep my soldiers mostly together. I'm going to let my fort siege down what it can. Let a day tick by. Okay, so it seems that their defensive league did not join. Is that a thing that happens? They are not in their defensive league anymore, so I don't actually have to worry about these nations after all, which means I'm able to just pour more and more of my men into their actual land, which is, of course, fine by me. Uh-oh, we've caught someone red-handed doing something devious. Several nights ago, this guy was discovered helping himself to a sizable quantity of gold from the treasury. How dare he? This is clearly a serious crime, however, there is something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the rug. We could have him, just have him flogged, we would lose 50 gold, he would lose 20 health, we would gain 10 popularity. I like that. Yeah, I'm not worried about the gold at all. Let's just do it to him. Have him flogged. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slowly march into their land. Unfortunately, our generals, at least leading the charge, are not amazing. I do have a 10 marshal general kind of bringing up the rear, though, so he is fairly decent. Looks like we're going to take some slaves, and of course, look at where they're going, onwards to Venta. Let's now move you here, and move these 15,000 here. I'm moving them as kind of groups of armies, just how I like to do things a lot of times. Let's move these 10,000 men. Let's go ahead. If they're going to fight me in Butonia, let's fight them in Butonia. Looks like they actually are not going to want to do that. We'll have you continue to Butonia. We'll have you stop. You can go here. You will follow suit, go exactly where you're supposed to be going. Looks like once again they're willing to fight us in Butonia. I can move my men into Butonia as well. Nope, and we'll go ahead and stop that. Should try to bait them into a movement lock. Seems like they actually want no more part of this, and our armies will just continue to pour across their border. Alright, I'm going to wait for them to get movement locked. Gonna wait, gonna wait, gonna wait. They will be movement locked any second. Now they're movement locked. Let's move all of our troops in. And that is going to give us the green light. Now, they were able to abort 10,000 of those men, but 17,000 are going to meet their ends at the hands of a much better prepared Icenian army. They do, unfortunately, have the tactics advantage, but we will soon vastly outnumber them, and we have much better morale. And indeed, it looks like the Albions are going to take the first victory in this, hopefully, very quick war. And indeed, we did win that. That is where I'm going to have to call it quits for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.